single element is troubled. So we go above, high above the elemental level. We come down now to the mind level, and the mind is an unseen entity in your chest region. Nowhere else is the mind. And the mind is commanded by the soul. What is the soul now? The soul says, when the mind is disturbed, do not get disturbed. Does it say or not? Your mind is apprehensive, get rid of this apprehensiveness. Does it say or not? Your mind is in fear psychosis, let this fear psychosis go. Does your mind say it or not? Who says that? Who says that your mind should be kept under the control by the soul which speaks to you? All the time, all the time. From the moment I open my eyes in the morning until such time I close my eyes for sleep, your mind is spoken, dictated, commanded. You need this and that. Which one I will follow? I will follow my mind or I will follow my soul? My mind is a combination of all the good and evil. My mind is an embodiment of all the good and evil together. I can be shouting at you, I can be considerate. Both things are there, but I choose one to express myself. It is not to be expressed when the mind commands, this is what you are doing is wrong, when it says we have to abide by our mind. This will elevate us towards our peaceful state. The more I am listening to my mind, the more I am understanding the value of mind, the truthfulness of it, the less I will suffer all my life, and my words will have its telling effect upon the other people because I am a good person to myself first. Because of that, it is going to have effect on you. If I am evil within me, there is no effect on some other person. There is no conveyance of your message. Even if you say that you will be all right, it is a false statement. The patient is not going to be all right. Truth will have its effect, or the evil will have its effect. Which will stay steadfast, stronger over what? The good will have the effect, the steadfastness, and will have the strength over the evil. The reverse is the case of the evil. Don't be an evil person, but be a good person. This is most important for us now. If we are willing to stay as a healer, not as a doctor, you must heal your mind first. You must abide by your command from your superior force to the mind, that is the soul. What is the soul now? Where is it now? It is a commandment within your chest region. The heart portion of it, do not worry about. The lungs portion of it, do not worry about. But the mind and soul portion of your chest, you have to be giving much concentration. You cannot stay away from the mindfulness of my soul existing deep within me, commanding my mind to do this and that. Your mind commands to do certain things. Something is wrong, don't do that. That is the soul. When I want to do certain things, your mind finds something easy. It wants something easy. It wants to find something easy. Why? Because don't be hard-working person. Be easy. Your life must be very cozy and rosy. It should not be tough. It should not be very hard on you. Life must be easy on you. You want a busier life, you want an easier life. Which one you want? To show others, I want a busy life. But deep within me, I am a lazy fellow. I want an easy life. Don't have your pride overtake you. Don't be a show unto others. Live for yourself. If I am proud, I have to show it to the rest of the world that I am a proud person, so that you will weigh me to a certain extent. You will honor me to a certain extent. No. If you are an easy person, if you are a lovely person, then you will be honored. You will never be ignored. But on the other hand, our mind says, I want to be proud. I want to be arrogant. I want to be transgressing so that the people will fall before me. They will prostrate before me. They will bowing before me. Why should one person bow before you? Why should one person bow before you? Why can't you find other people equal to you? Why don't you make a low-lying people come up to your standard? Why do you want to raise yourself high above others just because you have some material power, some administrative power, because you have power, money power, and the people's power? Why do you want to be arrogant? The disease starts in you first. And to whomever you want some good thing to be happening to you, to your own children, even you wish for, it won't happen. Misery will be shrouding above us. We will be happy that I am not an evil person. You will be peaceful in that I am a good person. Good things are all godly. Good things are all godly. Evil things are all unholy, ungodly. If I am speaking to you, if you understand, if I am able to clearly say what I have in my mind, it is possible if only I live by that. If only I am living by that, it is possible. Otherwise, it is impossible. To say an unseen thing, to fit in your mind clearly, to understand, and thereafter you love that life for the rest of your life because this is the only life commanded, decreed upon you. No other life is decreed upon you. This will happen definitely on you, provided you take your heart, I want to be a godly one. Soul is the godliness. Soul is your conscience. The conscience speaks to your mind. When you're arrogant, humble down. Show humility before people. Does it say or not? Is it coming from outside as I am speaking to you? The voices are coming and you are hearing it and then feeling it. Otherwise, the conscience says what is right and wrong deep inside you without an external source. This is the inbuilt godliness in you. Conscience is an inbuilt godliness in you. You must be appreciative of it so that you will be appreciating others. In which way? I want them to be godly all the time. If I find error in somebody else's behavior, I oversee it. I overlook it. I will not oversee it, I will overlook it. But people with pride will oversee it. Why did he do this? Why did he do that? People who will overlook it, they will just ignore it. And later on, they will teach why you did this, why you did that. Is it not wrong? They will start giving their conscience a new life. They will wake them up to the conscience so that they will not be finding fault with others, which is eventually going to have a very bad effect on me. I am not going to do what I wish to do. I will be failure as a doctor. Even today, you will understand that most of the diseases are not able to cure. Some diseases are cured. Why some diseases are cured? Some persons are cured. Some persons are not cured. When I am hale and hearty in my heart, peace, my heart is resting in absolute peace. That means I am godly at that particular point of time. The patient, it is not the needle or test that works, but it is the godliness, the peace in me that works. So easy. You don't have to be a doctor now. You are to be a human. God is with you, speaking to you by way of conscience. Every single Veda is nothing but the hard copy of the conscience. Soft copy is here, hard copy is there. Both will sync together if you are a good person. There the godliness exists. Whatever you wanted, it is going to be there. Forget all your acupuncture, acupressure, everything. The life is going to be easier and smoother. You are not going to do anything by choosing a point, but you will be gaining everything by focusing your point to the words spoken by the conscience to my mind, by the soul to my mind. Be soulfully yours. Do you know what a soul means now? The conscience. What does that conscience possess? The differentiation between right and wrong. Unless you know what is right and wrong, there's no way for you to wish for anything, to need anything, to say anything, to act anything. You will become a dumb idiot if you don't abide by the conscience. Without knowing what is right and what is wrong, what is that I am seeking now? I am suffering. My conscience says, don't have to suffer. Yes, I say. And the suffering should not return at all. Yes, I say. When you need this, there's a differentiation between suffering and health. Which one you want? Conscience works for you. Your soul speaks to you, your mind, that this is your need. Health is your need, disease is not your need. Your conscience speaks to you. Yes or no? Not from outside, your own conscience speaks to you. That is there in this chest region. Do you understand now? The conscience is your soul, and the soul is godly, and it is the Vedic principle. Any Veda, the duty of a Veda is to differentiate between the right and wrong, and thereafter bidding you the right and forbidding you the evil. Anything else to say about any Veda or scripture? Let it be Quran, let it be Gita, let it be Bible or whatever. If this is Veda, then this must speak the conscience, the truth, and it must divide between the right and wrong. It will forbid the evil and bid you the good. Nothing more is there in the Veda. The more you think, you will understand what is right and wrong. Even more intricately, you will understand by the depth of your thoughts. This is thinking. It's a process towards elevating yourself. In the process, you wade through all confusions between the right and wrong. When the right and wrong joins together, it's confusion. When it is separated, there's clarity of thought. Never let yourself be in confusion as to what to do. Don't ever involve in the thought process of what to do, but what you want. I want right things. I want good things. This is what you want. I want lasting good forever. This is what you want. I want peace forever. This is what you want. Where will you go and get it? Is it a visible commodity you go and get it from a shop? No. It is to be wished for. Be wishful all the time. First, wish good for you, and you will find that goodness coming towards you, overwhelmingly coming towards you. And you will be rising in ranks within yourself that your belief is being built up without your knowledge. You are not going to be an unbeliever from this moment onwards, but a believer from this moment. What to believe? To believe in the righteousness, in the good things that will happen to me. What not to believe? No evil will ever touch me. We are living between the good and the evil forces now. The good forces brings you the good produce, and the evil forces gives you very, very evil produces. We are consuming poison because of our evil forces, and we are elevating ourselves to a greater level because of the righteous forces. We are going to be very clear in this. There's no confusion about it. Instead of thinking in the lines of what to do next, just shift your mind to a higher level. Think what you want. Definitely one wants very good life. Everything. In everything I want good things. Everyone wants good thing, not evil. Not suffering, but health. But most of us, I want good for myself, at the same time, I want evil for you. I am jealous of so many people. This jealousy is sufficient proof that I am going to be one among the people who err all the time, so that I am going to suffer all my life. Don't be in the process of erring. Never think about others. Never envy others. If I have envy and I backbite on someone else, when he comes to know that I have talked ill of him, he will be very furious, or he will be much depressed about what has happened. I never thought that you will be backbiting me like this before. In that instance, you are gaining the evil forces surrounding you. When these evil forces are surrounding me, I know that I am not all right. The more and more evil forces surround you, you will think about your bleak future. You have no confidence about the future. You have nothing to think about your future as a good thing that's going to happen to you because the evil is surrounding you. This is because you have envy on others. You are backbiting about others. You cause ill to others. You suffer illness later on. I cannot do any good to myself. Always be on the lookout. Be aware whether any evil forces surrounding you or not. You are not all right by your mind. That means evil is surrounding you. You are not confident about tomorrow. You are worried about tomorrow. That means evil energies are surrounding you. This is because I have envy about others. Leave this envy. However great he may be before you, your mind says to you, be a great man, be a great individual. We are not like herds, we are not like cattle to live as a flocked up, herded up cattle like a population. Each and every one is an individual. You are an individual or a collective, sheep or cattle or anything. I am an individual. You have individualized code in you. That code is being triggered every time when the soul speaks to you. Do not worry, your life is going to be great, and you want it, you wish it, that's it. I am a man to myself, and you are a man to yourself. I cannot think ill of you, and you cannot think ill of me. If that comes to me, however, I am a human being. When you are so hale and hearty, when you are having so much of health, I am a pauper here and suffering from diseases, definitely the envy comes. Then what to do now? There must be some explanation, compensation for this. There must be some remedy for this. This remedy is the real remedy for keeping up one's health and to elevate oneself in towards a higher level and ranks. Elevate yourself. Keep your mind at peace all the time. You cannot disrupt the peace. You cannot allow anyone to disrupt your peace. When you are jealous, you are disrupting your peace. I want some evil to happen. I want him to suffer. Why? There is not a single person without jealousy. Remove this evil, we are in the heavens today. Remove this evil for good. Never for a moment swerve your mind away, deviate your mind away from what I am speaking to you. Forget about that picture. Listen to what I am saying. This is very important now. Listening is important than seeing. Forget about it. Don't worry about it. It's a good thing. Right moment it stops. Have all concentrations here. Don't have jealousy, don't have envy in your heart. You are into evil energy. Headlong, you are diving into evil energy. There is no way to escape it. You are a prisoner in the dungeon, that you must understand. Your life is going to be in great danger, that you must understand. Believe these truths are there. Your conscience is speaking to you. Backbiting on others is very, very evil. And envying a person who is surviving in a great manner, it is even more evil. When a good thing is happening before you, you must understand the next person is you who is going to imbibe that good qualities. And you are the next person who are to be blessed with. When you say something evil, you will say, this evil woman, I don't want to see. Likewise, when there's something good happens to you, good woman is coming near you, see it. Appreciate it. Seek forgiveness for that person from God so that he will increase in his wealth and health. But we do the other way. It's easy when I am growing to a greater level by mind and soul. It is because of him. It's not because of my mind, because of my mind or because of my brain work. This intelligence will not work. This studies will not work. This brainy work will not do anything good. But the brain is conducted by the mind. Mind must have the order, a proper order, not the evil order, a good order. So you will understand now, mind controls the activities of the brain and thereafter we start working. For good, there is good speech and good activity. For evil, there is evil speech and evil activities, and the result is good and bad. Whatever you suffer, whatever you gain, it is all because what your hands have sent forth. Your physical activities have sent forth. Your mouth and physical organs like hands and legs, whatever it has done, we are reaping it in the near future. Whether to understand the command from my mind and thereafter give a thought, halt, and then take the righteous one and leave alone the evil ones. Here I am edging towards my own greater status and rank. Every moment you will be increasing in your rank. Whether we understand this by thought process, by deep thinking, because of my reflection and pondering, it is a different one. Straight away we can understand what is right and wrong from simple level. Whatever it seems right for you, follow it. Whatever seems bad for you, just avoid it. And here I am not able to do this because inherently I am jealous of others. Whether I am worried about myself or not, I am worried about somebody else's beautiful future. It should not happen. This is my life. This life must go. This life must go. The jealousy must go. The envy must go. It's a command from the soul. That is command from the conscience. The conscience is nothing but the Veda, the scripture. Leave Quran, leave alone Bible and Gita. We don't want that, but listen to the conscience. This is the soft copy of every single scripture in the Veda. Every single sentence of the scriptures in the Veda. What more you want? When I am reading some book, say, not other books, but any of these scriptures, the Vedic books, I am reading it, I am saying, what a good thing it is written there. My mind assesses it, not anything else. Is it a Veda? Such nonsense? My mind says it's not a Veda. Human injection was there in the Veda. So which is the Veda you want? The Veda of the mind or the Veda of the written by the people, the book? No, I go by this standard to assess what I possess as Quran, Gita, or Bible, as Veda or not. That assessment is done by fear, done by the soul in the chest region. It's a treasure chest, not an ordinary chest. And then who will dictate a Veda to you? Who will dictate a Veda to you? Man or God? Who will dictate the Veda? Man or God? God. No doubt about it, isn't it? Your mind accepts it. Without reading the Veda, I am saying that God only speaks Veda, not Satan. He cannot speak, not human being, he cannot speak. He can either abide by the Veda or he can speak of the Veda, whatever he has possessed as good things out of it. Without practicing the Veda, without gaining the good from it, and without assessing, yes, it is because of the Vedic principles I adhere to, I am in this position, there is no way he can speak to the people about Veda. Just because I memorize certain things, I cannot speak. Whatever I am living by and living through, I can speak to you. It is most hateful in the eyes of God to speak to others what you don't do. Your life is so near to you, blessed life, and the soul is the conscience intact. So many things I know what is right and wrong. Avoid the wrong and be glued to the righteousness. I am doing a wrong thing now. I am not able to remove it. I am addicted to so many evil mind. I am not able to get detached out of it. I am intoxicated person. Now what to do? Some amount of conscience is still sticking to me. I just want to understand that particular situation. Wherever my conscience is still alive, it will speak to you when I am doing right and wrong. Yes, right and wrong. Will we abide with the right and will we abide with the wrong? Yes, we will abide with the right. That's what I want. But I am not able to do. Only here we need some superior force. It is easy. You decide what you want, right or wrong. I want right. So be righteous in your deeds and in your thoughts. And I know that what is right and wrong now. I am able to understand things much brighter. My Veda is recited to me. I am able to understand my Veda is so live with me. I am able to understand that godliness is within me. This is the day you are going to be in your house in pristine pure quality in the way you are created because my senses are intact. I am sensible. Until this moment, I was very sensitive to the emotions. Now I am sensible that I will discard the emotions and I will abide by the peace. And the peace comes only if you are righteousness. A beautiful thing is the righteousness. I have done a good thing today, that gives me peace. I have done a wrong thing, definitely it is a prick to me. My conscience pricks me. You will say your conscience pricks me, that means God is pointing out to you. Who is God now? We come to the different stage who God is now. Don't go by the religious sentiments. Don't go by what our forefathers have taught us. Don't go by the pujaris who have taught you what God is and godliness is. Your conscience must speak to you now. I am elevating you stage by stage, one above the other, so that you can gain a greater degree now. What is your conscience? Is Veda. Who has written the Veda? God has written. Where he has inscripted it? Here he has inscribed. That inscription is here. The transcription happens here. I am into a transformation from a human level to a greater level. A human being is a mixture of good and evil. I am elevating myself to a greater level. That means discarding the evil and abiding with the good. We want it, right? Yes, I want it. Then who wrote this, inscribed it into our hearts as conscience, which guides us all through our life between the right and wrong? God. We want to understand who God is now. Who's God? I told you, don't attach yourself to religious sentiments. I told you not to abide by the pujaris who have taught our forefathers, and the forefathers taught us this is the ritualistic method of understanding and worshipping. We don't want that. We are in an elevated scale. Follow all the rituals, whatever you wanted, but I want you to say the truth today. Who is God? Above us or below us, or on par with us? Raise your hands who is above. Say who says above us. God is above us, or less, or below us. You have not understood anything. Please raise your hand when I am asking you a question. God is above you, or on par with you, or lesser than you. Above you. Raise your hands. Sufficient proof is this. So many people have not raised their hands. Does not matter. Maybe they are shy to raise their hands. Is there any atheist here? Please raise your hand. Who doesn't believe in the godliness? Yes. One hand is there as an atheist, but he is a real believer. Here is the reason. The reason is that you want good or bad. I am asking that person. He will say, I want good. Then go and have it. How to have it? I can only wish for it. Then who will give you? Some other force above. He is an atheist by sense that all the gods you have invented, I don't believe. But there's one superior force I believe. What has created the heavens and the earth? You are a puny person, creator of mud that you know. Who created all these things? Heavens down to earth. And placed a man on the earth. And he kept the man superior to everyone so that he can understand God. Nothing else can understand God. The atheist is one who doesn't accept all the theologies, but he accepts there's a force above me. Do you accept there's a force above you? Do you accept there's a force above you? Yes. That's godliness. I want you to reach up to him. There's only one person here. I want you to reach up to him. He is the real person who believes in the superior force. We will all say who God is. When such questions are asked us, we will say mighty force, Mahashakti, right? This is above your Shakti or on par with your Shakti or lower than your Shakti. Above, Mahashakti. The next question is, this Mahashakti, ordinary power, can you see the power materially? I can see the effects of the power, the activities. I cannot see the power by itself. Yes? When ordinary energy cannot be seen through these eyes, Mahashakti, can you see? A direct question to you. You are going to be elevated above an ordinary human being so that you are going to be a healer by the blessing of the real God. The godliness in you, the conscience will be opened up for you so that you will believe only in good and the righteous will happen to you and God will never fail in his promise and he is by you. Whatever you wish for, it will happen because the wish is given by God. Why God has given to you? Because you want good things to happen to you, not the evil things. If I want evil things to happen to me, Shaitan is my boss. If you want good things to happen to you, God is your boss. So I wish evil for you, I am into the bad energy. I cannot do any good to anyone. I cannot do good to myself. So the worst kind of mentality is to have for others the envy or jealousy. We will not tread on those lines. He may be a bitter enemy to you, forget him. God is who you want. Godliness is what you want. Good things is what you want. Being in the righteousness is what you want. So that all through my life, myself and my siblings, my family, everything will be safeguarded by the godly forces. Evil forces cannot win over the godly forces. When ordinary Shakti cannot be seen, can Mahashakti can be seen through this material eyes? This is your question. Whether you want to be elevated above your level or you want to stay with other people who is lagging behind. Knowing the truth, what does your conscience say now? I say, definitely I cannot see. Then the question is, then why do you go to a mosque to pray? The next question is, why do you go to a mosque to pray when God cannot be seen? How do you say that God is there and you go to mosque and pray? I say, no, I will not go to mosque. Today I am saying this? No. 35 years ago, I stopped going to mosque because I know God is here speaking to me. God is intently watching you. Where does he watch you? He watches your mind and soul or he watches your bodily movements? Then why do you physically go and pray? Why don't you show your bhakti to God? When he sees your mind and soul, he sees how much you are afraid of him when you begin to err, when you begin to deviate, when you begin to oppose him, when you think that he cannot see that you can do in all the indecent activities. Do you think you can bar him from seeing you? He gave you the eyes, he gave you the ears, he gave you the skin, he gave you everything, and you are involving in indecent behavior. You are not hiding yourself from what you are doing. When such is the thing God has given to you, I am seeing an evil thing, I am seeing an indecent thing that gets registered in my eyes. Sometime later, I think about it, the whole event is coming before my eyes in picture. That means everything is registered in the eyes. Just like a projector, it is revealing to you who you are. Even today, think about all the indecencies you have committed, all the adulteries you have committed, all the treacheries we have committed, all the hypocrisy we have acted through. Think about it. It flashes before your eyes. You can bring the whole incident before you, thinking that I had done this. So seek forgiveness now. Seek forgiveness from the Almighty. It is very important for us now to seek forgiveness from Him. Direct. All happens in the soul level. Mind turns to Him and then says to soul, I want to abide by you. Forgive me. God is there, most forgiving, most merciful, most kind. He is definitely forgiving you. How do I know whether I have been forgotten of my sins or not? Once He forgives you, that means you forget about the sins. There are so many sins I have done, I have forgotten, that means He has forgiven me. Still, I am having certain sins, still intact. I have done this and done that. God forgives me or not, He has forgiven me or not. He has not forgiven you until this moment because you remember it. God makes you remember it so that you seek forgiveness, especially for this from Him. And there He forgives you. After that, I forget it. That means that sin is erased. The question remains now, can you see the God, the power of God you can see? Can you see the God in person as a form and shape? Or He is to be felt? He means we do not know Him, so the vocabulary is not there to appreciate Him with a word, so we say something like Him. You means I will show you. Him means somewhere else I do not know. That's it. A mighty force, a superior force can be seen, cannot be seen. Then, what about all these visible materials, idols, everything that I am seeing? Is it God or it is my imagination? I am not touching your sentiments, I am touching your good feel, the conscience. If this conscience is awakened today, you are the best of the doctors from this moment. You are on par with me. I cannot see, so I tell my father, I cannot see Allah. But I can feel there's a superior force. Then I taught my father that Allah means Allahu. Al means thee. La means none. Who means Him, the none but Him. The meaning of Allah is the none but Him. And when I go and pray, I fall before my idol or whatever it is, go inside the mosque, temple, or churches, I say, there's none but you. I have come to you, surrendering to you, absolute surrender. There is no one to help me but you. This is the word of Allah, this is the word, meaning of worshipping, this is the meaning of puja, this is the meaning of everything. It is all happening in the soul level. If you go to mosque and pray, you think that he has got some form and shape, invisible form and shape, and then if you go to mosque and pray, there it will be answered. When I am prayerfully inside, I am not to be answered. This is a wrong understanding. Unfaithfully, we have been taught by the pujaris and forefathers to us. So here your conscience is set alive today because you want to stay hale and hearty all your life, and you want to impart this into others. It is possible, all good things, if I want to impart, it is possible only if godliness helps you, otherwise it is not. Here, we are understanding that God is to be felt, that means He is within me. He is speaking to me, and that is conscience. Soul is godliness. Soul is conscience. Soul speaks to you what is right and wrong. Soul admonishes you if you start erring. Soul gives you glad tidings about tomorrow if you follow His path. Stay righteous. Believe that you want righteousness. And To each of you, God is speaking even now. What is holding you back when He speaks to you so clearly? It is because that your rituals will be abolished? No. You keep all your rituals. You go 5 times prayer. You do all your pujas and everything. But here you will understand you are doing a better puja, better worshipping, better understanding. Naturally, the rituals will die down in due course. You don't have to abide by it today. Understand, accept it, whether it's true or not. If God doesn't help you, who will help you? When I give you a simple understanding now. You are in the house wanting to go and do your darshan, going to a temple, right? You are going to do darshan, and the darshan is seeing God. I go to my temple, mosque, churches, whatever it is. And the real God understands or not where you are going. He knows. I am here. He is leaving me and going elsewhere. Let us follow. God comes along with you. And all the Deeparadhana, everything is over. You have seen Him. To cool your eyes, to comfort your eyes to the maximum, you have seen Him. And finally, it is time for prayers, right? You see Him and pray, or you close your eyes and pray. Who closes the eyes there? There is no God, I am here, return to me, then only you will be having the consolation, comfort. Seeing the idol and praying will not give you any comfort. Have you understood this? A pujari can tell this, cannot. Unless you give a reflection, unless you ponder, there is no way you can identify God. The moment I go to a mosque, temple, or churches, I have slighted aside my God, ignored my God, and I'm stepping out. No way. And you go there every time, the moment you start praying, God closes the eyes. Close the eyes. I know whom you are praying to. And we have not given a thought. So a person who goes to temple, he says, when I go to temple, definitely I feel the solace. No, it is just because you have closed your eyes and returned here, you got the solace. When you go to churches, he will say, I go to church and pray my Jesus, I get the solace. No, you close the eyes there. So likewise, when you go to mosque, you have to close the eyes. And then you pray, you get the solace. So where is the temple now? Where is godliness now? Who is helping you all through? And even now you are sitting down, whether you like it or you don't like it, you are sitting down because things are taking a slight turn towards a better understanding. I cannot leave this. Are you going to follow this from this moment? No, I don't think so. You will be following, you'll be able to. But are you abiding by the truth? Yes, it's the truth. This is sufficient for God. He will help you in yours. No need to be in God's way all of a sudden, because you've understood. But be prayerful now. This prayerful now comes to you. I have to be sticking to your religion until the moment you came here and listened to this. Now I have to be religious in my duty to God when He speaks the truth within me, and I have to keep Him close in my chest, and this becomes my treasure chest now. This becomes my temple. This becomes my holy shrine, because I enshrine Him here. Do we understand? So the godliness is there in you. Never step out of it. The conscience speaks to you. When you do an evil thing, it is God who speaks to you. Stop doing it. Because we have placed God elsewhere, we think that God cannot see. Now that you know that God is within you, you cannot ignore Him like before. Your conscience keeps speaking to you. Until such time, you seek forgiveness from Him. How do you seek forgiveness? Yes, oh my God, I have done a wrong thing. Enough. Over. And this is erased. The evil I had done is removed. I have forgotten. That means I am pure today. When the evil is removed, sometimes I feel very, very pleasantly peaceful. That means the greatest portion of my sins are removed, the evil is removed, God doesn't prick me anymore, and I am given the blessing of comfort that is solace to my heart. Tranquility comes to me. This is the moment when you see a patient, he is all right. You don't have to listen to his enormous amount of his history. I suffered here, suffered there, this and that, unnecessary things. Even while he is speaking to you of his ailment, he will be all right. Stop him and ask him, how do you feel? I feel better. Thereafter, it is your duty to impart this important thing that God is within you, not elsewhere. You may be practicing, go 5 times prayer to your mass, no problem. But doing a prayer is 5 times, being prayerful all the time. Which one you want? You want to pray and follow a prayer prayer, or you want to be prayerful? Which one God likes? Being prayerful. You want to stick to your religion, or you want to be religious in your duty? Be religious in duty. Knowing so much, we have been diverted away because of the pujari taught rituals to the forefathers. They spoiled the forefathers, and the forefathers spoiled us until this moment now. If at all you want to do a good thing, oh God, I have accepted. God means God only does. His grace only does. Let us be gratitude, show our gratitude, show thanks to Him by understanding. Yes, I understood today. You guide me from this moment onwards. And my people at home should not be thinking that I am going haywire. I will follow them also. At the same time, you elevate me in your order slowly, gradually. Don't all of a sudden turn away from those things and go there. But now you will know that they are not gods, but godliness is here. You want God and godliness now. Stay healthy forever. Who can speak these words? Stay healthy forever in mind and body. Who can speak to you this? Only God. He is speaking to you now. Is this your wish now? Then follow it. This is not an Ashirvad. Yes, it is an Ashirvad. This Ashirvad is from God. Yes. God is the superiormost power. Yes. Then this Ashirvad from Him will have the same superior power or not? Yes. Yes. If God is the superiormost power and He gives you the blessing like Ashirvad to you and stay healthy, hearty, forever, and your offsprings and your generations should be in this line so that they will not suffer whatever be the evil forces around, whatever be the political eventualities around. Definitely it will not affect them. Should not affect them. This is the word of God. This is Ashirvad. If God gives you this word, this Ashirvad will have the same power or not? So where is that superiormost power is now? In the universe or in the heart? In the heart of hearts. So this Ashirvad is what I want now. This Ashirvad is in the shape and form and size, or it is a beautiful power in the power form. Power cannot be seen. Hold the power. Don't keep an idol in your heart that doesn't speak. But here is the power itself has come to you. That power is here, enshrined here. This enshrinement must be there, and it must be revered all through your life. And this life starts for you now. God is sufficient for me. He is the most superior, most power, and I keep Him in the power form this moment. I don't want God, I want godliness. Now you tell me, who wants God? Who wants godliness? Yes, this is a successful one. God has listened to you. God has listened to your word. You have understood. Despite all my life, I have followed my rituals, went to mosques, churches, and temples. I only followed the pujaris, not the heart, not the soul. I have lost my soul all this moment. This is the day when I am coming around, believing in the only one. Allahu means the none but Him. Total surrender. That means I am worshipping. I have come to you. in total surrender, I worship you only. This is the meaning of Allah. But most Muslims do not know the meaning of Allah. They think as if some unseen, a monsters like figure they must have inside, but they cannot put it outside. For a person who has understood godliness, is there want no shrines, no temples, no mosques, no churches, but the chest, the treasure chest. Will you abide by this? Will you fear this conscience? Will you fear God directly? Definitely, God is there with you. The moment a patient comes to you, the God says he must be all right, but you're finding points here and there. No way. It will not work. You think the curative power is within you. If it is possible for you, you cure all your diseases, but it's still nothing in you. It is impossible. When I taught the acupuncture to the students, some 1995 onwards, I had this feeling, oh God, I am teaching this to them because I don't want allopathy to go high above anything else. It will be destroyed if only I am successful in this effort. God taught me everything so beautifully, so easily. I am able to impart this into the people who listen to me. And those classes were only for 2 days. The entire acupuncture I have read for 3 years and 5 years is only 2 days subject, nothing more. And today you have surpassed everything else in just 1 hour. This is the day of your success, this is the day of your enjoyment, not but the peaceful life that you wanted is starting from this moment onwards. We will enjoy not our moments anymore. We will be staying peaceful. That peace has got the power. Enjoyment and happiness will not have any power. That is satanic emotion. Peace is the godliness. So follow the godliness. I think I have given you enough to stay on your own individually with God. Keep your treasure chest alive and abide with the conscience. The moment you think that something is going to happen to me, I say, forgive me. The moment I say that, the peace returns to you. That means most of the forgotten evils that you had committed, the sins that you had committed, has been effaced of you totally. Do not worry about the future. God says that there is none but you who says to you, except the supreme power, get rid of all your worries, be peaceful, my word has come to you. This is the Ashirvad, my power itself is there, enshrine it, follow it. There is nothing that can outstrip my word. No force on earth can touch me, just follow it. This is the last word I am giving you. I have given enough of everything that you should understand because this is totally a new life that you are embarking upon today. And this moment, I think that God has given you the success and He gave me the clarity to clarify you whatever you had gone through is evil. What you are going to adhere with from this moment is the upfront righteousness. God is definitely going to be with you all through your life with easiness. We don't want business, we want easiness. With this I conclude, and all glory be to God. Thank you so much.